Laura poured 0.08 liters of milk into her tea each day. How much milk does Laura use in her tea in 1 week? Here 0.08 is given, but second information was not given. So as we know that 1 week has 7 days. So we will make 7 groups of 008. So here you can color 7 small boxes, as in the question they said represent multiplication using grids. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. After putting it in the 7 times, we will count how many are colored. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is not full one, so 5 complete. So it is 0.5, and count how many more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is 0.56. Jason buys 0.9 pound of cabbage. The grocery store charges $0.60 per pound. How much will Jason pay for the cabbage? So here you have to multiply 0.9 times 0.6. If you focus on both of them, both are at the tens place. So first you will color 9 in with one color. These are horizontally colored, and then 6 more vertically. So then you will say how many are double shaded, like how many squares has two colors on it. So if you will count, this is 54. So Jason will pay 0.54 for the cabbage. There is another method to solve this question. You can solve it as 9 times 6, that is 54. So here, if it is 9 times 60, it is 540. So we have how many decimal places? 1, 2, 3. So put a decimal point before 3 digits, it will become 0.540 or 0.54. Tonya cuts 0.4 meters of ribbon for each gift she wraps. She has 6 gifts. How much ribbon does Tonya use? So you have to color 0.4 how many times? 6 times. So 0.4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So then you will count how many of them are colored. So this is one whole grid, and how many more? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1 plus 1, this is actually 0.4. So it is 2.4. The second method to solve this is 4 times 6, that is 24, and there are one decimal place, so you can write it as 2.4. Similarly, you can solve this question using grid, or there is another method to solve it. You can multiply 24 times 3. Now 3, 4 times 12, 1 carry. 3, 2 times 6 plus 1, 7. There are 1 and 2 decimal places, so decimal point will come before 2 digits. Rides 0.3 miles each day to school. Which model shows how far he rides in 5 days? Now here 4 options are given. You have to be careful for picking. So 0.3 means 3/10, 3 whole lines. How many times? 5 times. So this 3 means 0.03. So this is not the option. Here 1, 2, 3 colors are there for 5 days. No, this is not the correct option. We have to make 0.3 lines. So here 0.3 lines are there, but 1, 2, 3, 4 times. How many times we need? 5 times. So this one is the correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. So option D is correct. Represent the multiplication of decimals. Which equation represent the model above? Here they did not give us the number, they just gave the picture, and they are asking us to find a correct equation. So if you look here, we will see how many groups are there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we do have 7 groups. Now group of how much? So one whole line means 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 plus 10, 18. 18 out of 100 means 0.18. So what do we have? 0.18 times 7. This is 0.7, no. 0.18 times 7. Now we have to look at the second thing. Here one whole grid is shaded. Here 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this means 0.26. Why? 26 out of 100 are colored. So 1 plus 0.26 give us 1.26. So this is 1.26 and this is 12.6. So this is not correct. This is 18 and 7 not correct at all. So option B is the correct option. Another sample question here. They said which decimal multiplication is represented above. So first I'm going to look for the groups. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 groups are there. Of how much? 1, 2, 3. 3 means 0.3. This is 30 out of 100. That is also 0.3. So 0.3 times 4. So they are not asking us that what is the answer. Just we have to find 0.3 times 4. This is 0.03. No. 0.0. No. 0.3 times 0.4. No. So the last option is correct. 0.3 times 4. Girls, please, when you are checking the answer, be careful. You have to look at the groups and the decimal, which is represented by, like in the grid, each number of groups times. This is also the continuation of the lesson, like multiply a decimal with decimal. These are written as equation. Equation means they are represented by any letter. You can write here D. If you multiply these two numbers, your answer will be D. Multiply these two numbers, the answer will be B. We can multiply the decimal as normal numbers and we can write our answer by putting the decimal place, by counting the decimal places in the question. Here 1 and 1, it means there are two decimal. DP means decimal places here. So what I will do, I will do 29 times 7. When we are multiplying, adding or subtracting, dividing anything, we keep the bigger number first, then followed by the smaller number. Now 7 times 9 is 63. I will write 3 here and 6 will go for carry. Now 7 2 times 14. 14 plus 6 is 20. Now count the decimal places 2. So 1, 2, 2 digits before here the decimal point will come. It will become 2.03. So your answer is 2.03. Here you have to practice like first to question number 1 till 7. So I have solved one question with you. Similarly, you can solve 5.6 times 32. Here are two digits. Okay, I will solve one more question with you. Then the rest of the questions you will solve. Because there are two digits and two digits, I will do this question with you. So let's start. It is 56 times 32. 2 6 times 12, 1 carry, 5 2 times 10 plus 1 11. When we start a next step, we start by adding a digit 0. Now 3 6 times is 18, 8 1 carry, 5 3 times this one we already used. 5 3 times 15 plus 1 16. Now the last step, add them. 2 plus 0, 2, 8 plus 1, 9, 6 plus 1, 7 and 1. Now, how many decimal places are there? 1 plus 1, 2. So our decimal point will come here. So the answer is 17.92. Similarly, you can solve the next questions yourself. I told you try to solve these questions yourself. Each bottle holds the same amount. How much water can these hold? So how many number of bottles are there? 1, 2, 3. And how many liter it can hold? 1.75. So what you will do, 175 times 3. When you will multiply, you will put the decimal point before two digits. It will give you 5.25 liters. In this question, Kara has a bag of apples. Each bag weighs 0.4 pounds on average. There are 17 bags in her apple. What is the total weight of her apples? Here total, we know that the total means add, but here we also knew that it is for each means for 1 it is 0.4, so how much it will be for 17? So in this case we will multiply. So as we all know that the 17 is equal to 10 plus 7. So what we can do, we can multiply 10 with 0.4 and then 7 with 0.4. 10 times 0.4 will give us 4 and 7 times 0.4 will give us 7. 4 times 28, so it will be 2.8. Then we can add 4 plus 2 is 6, 6.8. So this way we divided the number and we multiplied them easily, and then we can add them. We got the answer 6.8 pounds. Dushan cuts 0.8 meter of tape for each of his project. There are 7 parts of his project. How much tape does Dushan use? So again here 0.8 is 8 times 7, that is 56. Now we have only one decimal place, so it will become 5.6. So he used 5.6 meters of tape. A recipe calls for 1.8 liters of milk. If the recipe needs to be tripled, how many liters of milk are needed? See, they just gave you one number, that is 0.6. The next number is not given, but you will read and figure it out. What is the other number? Tripled. What is the meaning of tripled? Triple means times 3. So 1.8 means 18 times 3, 8 3 times 24, 4, 2 will go here, 3 1 times 3 plus 2, 5, 54. There is one decimal place, so it will become 5.4. So 5.4 liters of milk is used.